Hey, it's Shane Spiel. A lot of people have asked me how to play my Hoedown song on a cigar box guitar. If you haven't seen it, I had built one of these. This is a CB Giddy pure and simple cigar box guitar kit. And it took me about 20 minutes to build this whole thing. And whenever I strung it up with the strings that came with it, I noticed it had this low G and two high strings, a D and a G. And it gave me a sort of a country feel, so I went for what I called Hoedown music. So let's take a look at how to play that. First of all, tune it. Tune yours. Here's the low G. Here's the high D. And high G. Okay, let's take a look at that first part of that. That old-time country square dance sound there. That's simply starting out on the second string, hit it, and then use your slide and bang the slide on the second string, what's called a hammer-on. And if you notice, the slide goes on top of the fret marker, not in the middle. So it goes right on top, and I'm not mashing it down. I'm just touching that slide. See that? So I'm starting with the second string, playing it open, using the slide, hammering it on the second fret. And we're going to go from there to the high string. Notice what I'm doing on that high string. I'm playing it down once and then doing an upstroke. So the whole picking hand goes second string, hit it open, hammer on with your finger, and then high string, don't fret anything. And then whenever my hand's down here, it should sound like this. So it's a pretty simple lick, but you just kind of got to get the rhythm of it down. It reminds me of getting sticking down whenever I played drums in marching band. But I threw that low note in there. If you notice in the video, it's... And I hit the slide at the second fret and go to the fourth on the low string. So we do that Hoedown. And so the first part of the song is basically a repetition of that. And at one point I take this, so it goes, on that high string I take that up to the fourth fret, back to the second, and it's just a series of hammer-ons and pull-offs all between those strings, like I just shown. In the second part, I go up to the 7th fret. And I just hit the slide the whole way across on the 7th fret. Again, I'm not in between the frets, I'm on top of the fret. And if you notice, whenever I put the slide on there, I'm not mashing the strings down, I'm just touching. This is very important. It'll keep it from from sounding out of tune, actually. So, it's so tough to get my hands in here. And then whenever I went to that 7th fret, I hit all 3 strings to make a chord. And then I wanted that high part, so I went. And all that is 7, 9, 12, and then go right back. 9, 7, 4. So it's seven, 9, 12, 9, 7, 4, and then I do go from here on the 2nd fret of the high string, and I pull that off, and I pull off on the 2nd string too. So and then I end up, actually, let me watch this. As I'm talking to you, I've got the video nearby. And that's all it is, for the most part. Now there's a second part in here, and I'm just going to do this, and it's a neat little riff where I'm just going. It's very similar to, but what I'm doing is taking the slide on the 2nd string, and I'm pulling it up to the 5th fret here, going from the 2nd to the 5th. And I'm hitting that high string. And if you notice, this slide is only touching the middle string. It's not touching the high string. And that gives it that cool hoedown, goofy, you know, old-timey sound. So it's so there you are. Here's a start on the whole hoedown thing. Good luck.